Hello, I'm James Green of Uber Solar, and in South Africa, everybody sooner or later will face the problem of having a burst geyser and what to do about it. Well, what I'd like to point out to you and explain here is that it is a great opportunity to go solar and effectively to reduce your electricity bill to zero over a period of time. So the first thing you need to look at is that if the insurance company is going to give you a contribution towards your solar, having had the insurance claim, it will be in the region of around 6,500 to 7,500 for a 150 litre geyser in 2021, to up to 9,500 for a 200 litre. It depends on the insurer how generous they are. But if that money is going towards the solar system, rather than just replacing another electrical geyser, you're going to save money and it's going to reduce the cost, and therefore your payback is going to fall to as little as 1 to 2 years. So a quick explanation as to why geysers burst. And it's not only that they're designed to over a period of time, but corrosion is the enemy. So in an electric geyser, what happens is that the molecules in the water around the element, when the element is turned on, are accelerated and they bump together. And rather like a balloon being rubbed on your head, that creates a mild static electricity, which when it mixes with the chlorides in the water, creates a mild solution of hydrochloric acid, and that is corrosive. And in most electric geysers, you have what is referred to as a sacrificial anode. It's sacrificial for the very reason that it is sacrificial, that hydrochloric acid will eat the anode over a period of time. And depending on your water quality and a variety of other factors, it may last 6 months or it may last 10 years. But over a period of time, your geyser is going to face the problem of corrosion. And normally where it will corrode is around the ports, where you've got the various fittings attaching to, or on the welds. And when the corrosion actually gets there, it doesn't result in the geyser bursting. It's just a pinprick leak. And once it starts leaking, it's all over. It's going to be purely a question of time until you replace it, because you can't repair them. So what to do? Well, the first thing to do is to call your insurer and say you've got a burst geyser, and they will generally use, either through their agents or through a bureau, they may send a plumber straight round, they may want a report done, but you need to advise them that you've got a burst geyser, and you probably need to turn the water off to the geyser by turning off the lever valve, which is attached to the geyser cold water inlet. The second thing you need to do really is to get a solar quote, because this is where the opportunity comes in. And then, having got the solar quote, is to do the maths. And when you do the maths and you see that, let's say, a contribution of 7,500 to 9,500 rand towards the cost of the solar system, and you look at the payback, you may be looking at as little as 1 year to a maximum probably of around 2.5 years to recover your investment through the electrical savings. So then what you can do is go solar. So the result of having a burst geyser is, rather than just being a nuisance, is that it's good for you because you're going to be able to go solar. It's good for the insurer. Why? Because having gone solar, the tank is likely to last far, far longer, because the main cause of corrosion, being the electricity, has been removed. It's going to be great for saving carbon emissions. Every kilowatt hour of electricity normally used in heating water is the equivalent of 1 kilogram of carbon. So by removing the electricity, you remove the carbon emissions emitted by Eskom for that. And that will be 3 to 4 tons of carbon for a family of 4 over a period of a year. And that has to be good news for the planet, because we're in this climate crisis. So when you look at all the factors, it really is a no-brainer, and crazy not to actually take advantage of the opportunity. And with that, I'd like to say thank you very much. If you have any questions, please come back to us as usual. Happy to answer anything. Like this video if you think it has been useful, and thank you and goodbye.